Yeah, because I was thinking vampires because we're talking, because of Monster Squad. I'm like, why don't we do our top 5 vampires?
Welcome to Fright Night.
I'll start if you guys want.
What's your number 5?
Daybreakers.
Good film.
Go on.
Yeah, the whole the scene at the end being as gory as it is, and then the couple of scenes where they have the whole thing with the car accident where he's propelled through the window and it kind of like helps with the changing process and like reverses it. I did like that. And then they recreate it with the container later in the movie. I thought that was super creative. I love that. That's one of my favorite things in that movie. I was like, okay, we're actually doing something with vampire lore, and it's pretty brutal movie, so I do like it. Yeah.
What do I have for my number 5?
The vampire bat attacking him in his apartment was pretty cool too.
Actually, we'll go this way. Brady, you go. And then we'll circle back to me. What do you got, Brady? Number
Probably
5.
the last, one of Josh Hartnett's better films, 30 Days a Night. Love that film.
Yes.
Love 30 Days a Night.
Go on.
What's funny is I think I've
Bordello of
only
Blood.
seen it twice. I need to go watch
Go
it
on.
again.
Good one.
Oh, I forgot about Bordello of Blood session.
So did I. That's a good one.
Dennis Miller, Corey Feldman. Yeah. Yeah, but 30 Days a Night, number 5.
My number 5, just because I love this film and I just love how it just had a complete twist that you weren't expecting, and From Dusk Till Dawn.
One of the
Love
best
it.
casts of a horror film, too. Great cast.
That made our list when we did our best cast ensembles, because it's just crazy. But I remember I didn't know anything about that film. I just caught it, I think, on HBO or something, whatever it was on, and watched it because I'm like, yeah, whatever, And
surprise vampire movie.
I had no idea that was going to happen because I really didn't know. And I was like, whoa, wait. I'm like, what the fuck just happened here?
Tom Savini's like buckle belt. Oh God.
The dick gun, the dick machine gun.
That was a movie that the first time I saw it, I was really young and I probably shouldn't have been watching it. And I remember like when Cheech is going off and he's like, we got when it was like, cover your ears. When everyone stops us, it's like, cover your eyes. And then the moment we got to the vampire stuff, it's like, okay, you just watch whatever you want, That movie, with RoboCop, it's like one of the first films where I was like, I shouldn't be watching this, but I'm going to get away with it.
Yeah, it's this is going to be on our list. This is going to be on our list, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, at least definitely
the pistol belt. The pistol belt is great. So many good.
But what about number 4? Coy?
Number 4, I think I will do the original Fright Night.
There you go. It's going to be on our list.
Yeah. I'll let it share its place. I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people might give me shit over this. I like the remake a lot too. I think I like them equally. I don't think I like one better than the other.
The remake's misunderstood, I think, is probably the best way to say it.
I don't dislike it. I actually like it, but the first one I definitely it's just very sentimental. It's one of those films, like I said, that just falls in line with that. I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Is 30 Days of Night a good vampire movie?
Oh, yeah.
JG has never watched it. Oh, yeah, it's a great movie.
Now, there's a sequel that's like it's straight to video. It was disappointing, but yeah. Pat, this is where our first one lands together, From Dusk Till Dawn. So, this is Selma Hayek, beautiful. Let's all say that.
God, that scene.
Quentin Tarantino, sick human being into film.
Yes, he always is. But for those who haven't seen It's Me, Billy, Chapter 2, go check it out. It's very well done.
Very good, yes.
Very, very good.
I would recommend, if anybody hasn't seen it, to watch the first one and then watch that one back.
I
think that was a cool way to do it.
Yeah, because if you don't watch the first one, you're never going to know what the hell is happening in part 2. You're never going to understand it, so you need to watch the first one.
Watch them both. It's almost done like a full-length feature. So
that's what the intention was. So for me, my number 4 is The Lost Boys.
Hear that?
Gotta have that on the list. Come on.
I grew up about an hour from that, like my whole childhood, and I've been to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk probably 30 times. Like I went once a year my whole childhood. Yeah, it was. I've been on those rides that up and down that tons of times. So
I saw Sean Clark posted that video where they did a screening of it there. I thought that looked so cool. I was like,
on the beach, right there. I saw that.
So there that in Us, when she comes down the stairs and they're on the beach and they show her coming down the stairs and there's that like funhouse thing that doesn't exist in real life. They built that just for the movie, but
Oh, no kidding.
those stairs that she comes down are real. I've smoked weed on those stairs like 50 times.
Dude, I had no idea Us. I didn't even catch that after seeing Us that was there. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that they made that. There's a couple of different little things that they changed. So the scene, if you drive it's called the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. They have notoriously bad parking. If you drive up the hill, there's like a train track that separates Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk from like a residential community on the hill. That scene where they're the little boys standing in the firelights and they're on the residential street. That's right above the boardwalk. They are literally right above. There's a bench behind him that's kind of in a little dirt area that you see off behind him. I've had lunch there. Like when you sit on that bench, you're looking down on the entire boardwalk. They use that whole area really well. Like I was actually really impressed with that because I was like, I've had lunch there. I was like, this is weird. Like they use that entire area, so I like it. But Lost Boys, like that whole movie's nostalgic for me just for that. That was actually my number 2. I'll hop ahead a little bit and give you guys a spoiler, but that's actually my number 2.
That's your number 2.
Travis is saying Fright Night, Vamp, Blade, Near Dark also have nostalgia for. Oh, I forgot about Once Bitten. Yeah, Once Bitten with
Is it my turn for the number 3?
Did you do number 3?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, because number 4 was Lost Boys. So what's your number 3?
Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, somebody just threw that in here too. Yeah, good movie.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Interview with a Vampire.
So yeah, Sean Clark's story about the guy making noises during the Lost Boys.
Not a fan, Brad, or
Interview with the Vampire. I like the cast.
he's very careful about it.
I was never over the moon about the film either.
No,
I don't just like it.
I just wanted to hear the saxophone guy. I went to go pick that up.
No, you're right.
Through the crowd. I just wanted to hear that. No, Interview with the Vampire. I haven't seen it in a long time. In all seriousness,
yeah, me neither.
Where are we at? Number 3? Okay. John Carpenter's Vampires, man. I love it. A lot of people don't. It's not one of a lot of people's favorites for Carpenter, but James Woods is a great anti-hero lead in it. Big fan of the film still, regardless.
Very, very cool. So
it's got our buddy that runs Cobra Kai in the one season 2, whatever his name is.
I could see it not being someone's favorite movie, but there's really nothing to not like about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not a movie where like I don't even really have a criticism of it, to be honest.
It's got Chubby Baldwin in it. It's got Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks. It's got
Chubby Baldwin.
Sorry. Well, Alec Baldwin got chubby.
It was in the 90s, right? Like early 90s when he
97, 98 in there.
Okay, yeah. No, 97. Yeah, it's probably one of his best 90s movies, like as far as although I do like Starman was 90s, right?
Starman's 85.
That's 80s.
Starman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it might be one of his best 90s movies. Oh, I do like Mouth of Madness. That's 90s, right?
That's 94-ish, yeah. That's right around Jurassic Park time. Sam Neill did that, and
you guys like that movie? You big fans of it?
Mouth of Madness? Yeah.
I gotta watch it again. It was more of the bottom tier of mine, but I like Sam Neill. I like Jurgen Prochnow in that. There's some good people in that. It's a wild fucking film.
Yeah, I saw it when it came out in the theater.
Yeah.
What do we got here? So at number 3, so this is where number 3. This is where Fright Night lands for me.
Welcome to Fright Night.
Yes, Jerry Dandridge. Oh, you gotta love Fright Night.
So much fun, right, Pat?
Great film.
So much.
So much fun. What about you, Abby? What would you pick for number?
Those.
So actually, number 2. Yeah, because you guys.
My number 2 is his, so I might have to change it. It was you know what? I really do like. This is cheating. I saw this recently, and I'm going to throw out a kind of a random one. I really liked it. I liked it a lot, and I know that a lot of people are going to be like, "What the hell?" The Rob Lowe miniseries, the Salem's Lot miniseries, I like it. I watched it as like a 3-hour long movie.
I gotta watch it.
I enjoyed it.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I enjoyed it a lot. So I watched. I don't know if you guys know like Pizzal, his channel. He mentioned it being pretty good, and I ended up checking it out, and I actually really enjoy it. It's really good. Yeah, it's solid. As far as vampire stuff, it's got some really solid vampire stuff in it.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's 3 hours. It's got that Stephen King like miniseries kind of. It's a little bit higher quality than that, to be honest. It's a little bit, and it was 2005, but it doesn't feel of the time, which I appreciate. It's a movie that kind of, or not a movie. It's a mini series that's been turned into a long movie. But
I don't think I've seen that. Tony Basil was in a movie called Rockula. I did not know that. I have to look. I gotta look that one up. Yeah, Tony Basil from friggin' Mickey fame. Oh, Mickey, you're so fat.
Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey. All right, so where are we? So did you? What was your number two?
This is where the Lost Boys is. Lost Boys is just a
Lost Boys is going to be my number 2, but I didn't want to share.
Probably one of the first vampire movies I ever saw. Just great cast, great. It's aging very well. Great soundtrack. Love the soundtrack. You got just got great actors in this too. Very good, very good. Lost Boys, number 2, baby.
Yeah, for me, I'm going old school on these the last 2, just because I did see them as a kid. Because I used to love to watch all the old monster movies on like Sundays. So for me, my number 2 from 1922, the OG Nosferatu. That creeped the fuck out of me.
Looking forward to the new one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the new one too. But that Nosferatu is so fucking creepy looking, and I had to get it in there. That one in there. That's definitely number 2.
Very cool.
What about you, Coy? Number 1 for you.
Number 1. I'm going to be honest. My number 1 is Blade. I do think that's my favorite vampire movie. Yeah, it's there's obviously vampire movies with better acting. There's obviously vampire movies with a better plot. But I'm gonna be real. That's the like lore, the way they set up the vampires in Blade. That was kind of vampires in my mind for a long time. Like when movies would break from it, I was kind of like, oh, you're doing something a little bit different. But they kind of made the quintessential movie vampire for me for quite a bit. And it hasn't aged as well, and a lot of people have done it since then. But the whole like stab them, they turn into ash, burst into flames, turn ash. That was just fantastic. My teacher was actually in the club dance scene. My drama teacher in school, she had like a degree in acting. She was in a very small like extra parts in some like big movies, like I think it was like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and things like that. She did a couple of things. But she was in the club scene, and there's actually a photo that she showed of everyone of her in there with blood on her, and everyone else they got. Yeah, she has a photo with Wesley Snipes, and she got blood all over her and her friend, and so it's kind of cool. It has a little bit of a connection to my life too, so I do like that movie. Yeah,
and it's got a good sequel. Guillermo del Toro did a hell of a job with the sequel too.
Two's a lot of fun, and I know 3 for a lot of people they're like, but I like Ryan Reynolds in that. You get a little bit of the Deadpool before you get Deadpool, and
all right. And I'm a wrestling guy, so I didn't think Triple H did. It was just
he's just serviceable. Yeah, it's not bad.
Number 1, it's quite ironic. Just took a picture with the cast. Fright Night, no doubt.
Fright Night. I knew it was gonna be your number 1. Yep, nice.
It deserves it. Yeah.
It's I love how there's not really a critic that reviewed the damn film that doesn't like it. You look up on IMDb, everybody likes Fright Night. It's Roddy McDowall. It's somebody I think got taken away from us way too soon because I think we didn't see enough of him. I've really only known from this in the Planet of the Apes movies. I know he did a lot more stuff other than that, but that's the stuff I grew up watching with him. This and Planet of the Apes.
He's in one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes too.
I remember you keep on telling me that's one.
Is there
you have to go check it out.
Is there like because I agree with you. Like I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything negative about Fright Night. And for me, it's like I'm surprised they haven't capitalized on that more. Like the fact that it's basically below. And again, the remake, like I don't know anyone that's, and I know people who aren't thrilled with it, but most people were, I'm surprised there's not 6 of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, why are there not more of these movies?
I like Fright Night too. Yeah, it's definitely
kind of odd.
And JG Michler brought up a point. Fright Night 2, I have to revisit because I remember not thinking it was that bad. It's little Tommy Lee Wallace fame there too.
So there's a weird Fright Night 2 it's not a sequel to it. It is a sequel to the remake, but it doesn't really have any connection. That movie's hard to even find now. I actually went to go watch that the other day, and there's an expensive like digital version, I think on like Amazon or something. But there's like finding it physical, it's rare finding it and it's not very good. It has a girl as the lead vampire, yeah.
Yeah, it's something to revisit here. I think they just came out with somebody just came out with or is coming out with a box set one overseas, I think.
I'm just surprised there's not more of those movies.
You don't remember right too because of all the Menendez stuff. I think they kept their movie from happening too. Yeah, there was a lot of shit. Yeah, because the Menendez brothers, a lot of movies kind of got screwed up when they killed the parents.
Do you guys consider I Am Legend a vampire movie, or is it more like mutants?
No.
It's more of a mutant kind of thing. Because I know they are like afraid of the sunlight, and they're like, but they don't really act like vampires throughout the movie, so it's kind of.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's not. I never consider like a vampire film.
Because I was like, someone probably would put I Am Legend on their list, but I have a hard time classifying it as a vampire movie. I don't know why. I think they're technically vampires. I think they actually are technically vampires, but.
I think.
Go ahead.
No, I think I don't know if I would consider it a vampire film, but the way you're explaining it, I guess it could be.
I think it is.
Vampire tropes and traits.
I think they're actually if you look into the lore, and I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I think they are considered vampires. If you talk about the film to people, I think they do refer to them as vampires, but I don't know. Now I know. Are you guys fans of Omega Man?
So last night, check it out.
Fucking Charlton Heston movie.
The Charlton Heston movie. So they're like mutants in that. They talk. Yeah. And they have conversations. They're just basically they're not zombies, but undead. Speaking undead.
I watched Omega Man and Soylent Green around.
I Am Legend is. Some people don't know that, but it's a remake of Omega Man.
Yeah, it's based off of it, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. They just changed the monster dynamic.
Yeah, I will tell you, from when Joe and I were in line at the convention for random stuff during our photo op, especially it seemed, we were in line for a long time for anything related to Fright Night. We talked to so many people about the podcast. So we met a lot of new friends, I guess.
Oh, nice.
That's the best way to say it, because of Fright Night. So that's the other thing I'd like to point out about Fright Night being number one.
Fright Night 2. So did you leave? Do you like the second one a lot, or?
I have to watch it again. It's been a long time, but I do remember not thinking it was that bad, though.
It's solid.
I gotta give it to. It's a Tommy Lee Wallace. I guess could be biased, right, Pat?
I guess we're a little bit biased.
Yeah, Pat, you said you liked it.
I liked it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I have to go. It's one of those ones that we should. But we've watched Fright Night already. We should go back and put that on the list and do a watch longer Fright Night too. Surprised we didn't do it back then. Wonder why.
Pat, we were feeling it when we got in that photo.
When I talked to you and Joe last night, you guys both seemed like you had a good time. Put it that way.
Oh God, these people were looking at us like we were nuts because Joe and I are trying to figure out, okay, what stance are we gonna do? We got to do something funny.
How was Cody? Was he partaking or?
Oh God, yes, Cody.
Oh God, yes.
Cody wasn't with us when we got the photo op, so we interrupted. Photo ops go so fast, so Joe and I are just like, okay, let's go ask them what they think we should do. So we get in front of all of them as they're all sitting down. We're like, okay, what are we gonna do? We gotta do something. I'm like, I think I'm gonna point to my shirt with the picture of Fright Night. And Joe's like, I think I want to go like this. Ah! They're like, we love it. So we just got behind them, took the picture.
Oh, quick! So we got this. So my number one, of course, was 1931's Bela Lugosi Dracula. I mean, come on.
Oh, very cool.
You got to go with the OG. So I'll just put that out there. So that's my number one. That's you got to give it to him. He was the man. Creepy as all hell. He's still watching to this day. I think a black and white film with a vampire is still so much more creepier than a color one.
He's a weird son of a bitch.
Do you like the Hammer ones?
I do like the Hammer ones with Christopher Lee. I do like that. It didn't make my list. That would have been. That could have been like. That'd been like.
I should have put one in there. Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have put at least one
If we
in
did
there,
6 or 7, I could have added that to the list. But these here would definitely be in front of that. But yeah, Christopher Lee in the Hammer film was good. Daniel's throwing in the Lost Boys too. Yeah, you guys keep throwing them in the chat. Throw them in the comments afterwards. And that is our top 5 vampires. Thank you for watching That Horror Movie Podcast Top 5 Ranking. We do a Top 5 ranking every Sunday night live on That Horror Movie Podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, get all the notifications. When we go live every Sunday, and we go live every Tuesday for watch-alongs, and sporadically here and there, and all sorts of other videos along the way. So if you like music, comedy, horror, any of that stuff, this is the place to be. Keep coming back and watching our top 5s.